Welcome to Your Money Guides, brought to you by Interface Financial Planning.
Are you an ethical investor? With COP26 coming to a close just last weekend, Alan has been very focused on sustainability, the environment, and talking to his clients about ethical investments. Although, truth be told, ethical investing is never far from his thoughts because Alan wants to make a difference to his children, grandchildren, and the world. The thing is, talking about it is one thing. It's the doing that matters. And of course, there's plenty to be done. Around 20 years ago, Alan joined the Ethical Investment Association and the UK Ethical Investment Forum. As a financial advisor, anything to do with investment has Alan's attention, but the sustainable angle didn't just pique Alan's interest, it completely changed his view on investing. Call it what you want: green funds, sustainable investing, responsible investing. This international term is ESG, which stands for environmental, social and governance investing. Whatever you call it, Alan truly believes that if you're an investor, you must invest green. Alan also has many clients who think the same way as he does. One of his clients was a Green Party candidate back in the December 2019 elections. He has plenty of friends who think the same way as he does. Alan also has Quaker clients who are keen to invest in the right thing. And as time goes on, Alan's finding more and more of his clients keen to do the same right thing for future generations. As it so happens, ethical investment isn't just good for the environment, it's great for the investor too. The return is much higher than traditional investment, and Alan should know because he's been doing plenty of analysis over the past couple of months, as you can imagine. Alan was keen to understand why it was causing such a positive effect, especially as 20 years ago, green investing was so left field. Alan distinctly remembers that people were told they might even lose money, but that it didn't matter as long as they were investing in something positive for the environment. It's great to act positively for the environment, but honestly, no one wants to lose money. And 20 years later, ethical investors are doing both, creating a better world for the future and making money. Win-win in Alan's book. A good example is energy production. The renewable energy wind farms that you see dotted around the countryside took years to develop, but now they're in place, there's free energy, whereas traditional fossil fuels have to be extracted, drilled, burned, refined and transported. It's expensive and less profitable than wind power, and wind power produces less emissions and lowers air pollution. Institutional investors are moving over to renewable energy because of this. Those who invested in wind power 15 or 20 years ago are now enjoying superb returns and feeling smug that they invested ethically. That's just one example. Meanwhile, every single ethical fund has returned more than traditional investment. So here's the crunch that you've been waiting to hear about. Originally, Interface used to offer traditional investment. Then they added ethical investment to the offering. Now, Alan doesn't want to offer any investment opportunities to his clients unless they're ethical. So he's stopped traditional investments. It's been at the back of his mind to do this for a while, but he only got the push he needed just last month when one of his younger clients, a lady who is just 32 years old, and Alan had a meeting. She's been putting a sum of money every month into a pension, and Alan asked her where she wanted to invest her money. She told Alan she only wanted to ethically invest because there's no point in investing in anything if the world isn't going to be worth living in by the time she reaches the age of 60. How right she is. Alan didn't stop thinking about her words and mentioned it to Sarah Harvey, his brilliant administrator. She herself is so passionate about ethical investing, she was completely on board, particularly as she has a 9-year-old son and she worries about his future. The upshot is that Sarah and Alan have moved every single Interface investor client into ethical investment and, wait for it, they have no choice. The way Alan sees it is, if they don't want to invest ethically, then they need to go elsewhere. There's just no other option. Alan's also confident that his company is the only business doing this. Keep an eye on his blogs because he will be writing another piece on ethical investment for early next year. If you're not on board with ethical investment yet, here are 5 good reasons to make the swap. For the period 2017 to 2021, Alan's own ethical investments have produced a 67% return, whereas his traditional investments have produced 35%. So not only is ethical investment better for you, it's also better for the world. Number 2, ethical investment is rewarding in so many ways. Your money will go towards improving the environment, so you feel great, and you'll be generously rewarded as an investor, as already mentioned. Number 3, you can make a difference in the things that matter to you. So you choose, with Alan's help, the companies that you are comfortable are committed to social and environmental causes, rather than worrying that you're investing money in companies or projects that engage in activities you don't approve of. Number 4, ethical investments are totally transparent, so you know exactly how your money is being invested, without compromising on your own beliefs. Number 5, you can support issues that you want to, such as poverty reduction, sustainable materials, renewable power, carbon offsetting, and more. Of course, there are so many more reasons why it's the right choice. Alan invites you to look at his website, as there is a dedicated page on ethical investment. 4 years ago, Alan wrote an ethical investment guide. You can also find it and download it from the website. Alan has now made the decision to move all of his clients over to ethical investment. He's delighted that so many of his clients are as passionate as he is, from the young ones right up to the older clients. So much so, they can't wait for him to move their portfolios, which is keeping him very busy. It's interesting because in May 2018, the FT published a YouGov poll that revealed millennials are twice as likely as older people to want an ethical investment. It seems that times are changing. Finally, when Alan discussed the topic with one client, he got excited and pointed out to Alan how many people can say they're moving millions of pounds into ethical investment. Alan reckons not very many, but he's doing it, and it's the ultimate feel-good factor. To Alan, it's a no-brainer. So, he urges you to rethink your investments and go green, if not for yourself, for your children and grandchildren.
For more information, visit our website at interfacefinancialplanning.co.uk.